Hey guys, what's up? It's Jack here, and today, please welcome my special guest. Today, I'm going to be interviewing. He's UFC middleweight. Please welcome Eryk Anders to the show. Eryk, how are you doing today?
Man, I'm doing awesome. And yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Obviously, you have a fight this weekend. Your last fight was in the Apex in May. I'm just curious, how do you feel now that you're going to be fighting in front of fans opposed to the fighting at the Apex?
Um, I'd be lying if I said that like the crowd doesn't affect the way the fighters feel before the fight. If you just look at the fights that they have, like in the crowd and the audience, especially when they do these fight nights, because they're starting to bring the small cage to the public events and just use the big cage for the pay-per-views. And like the finish ratio was already super high with the little cage, and then you factor in the crowd noise and little added extra adrenaline. I think it'd be a great night of fights.
Yeah, that's interesting to hear that they bring the smaller cage even to the fight nights now. Do you care if it's a smaller cage or a big cage? Like, which one do you prefer?
For me, it's the best of both worlds. I get the crowd and the small cage.
All right.
Uh, um, like the small cage is way harder to run and move around and stuff. So, for a fighter like me, who tries to press the action and, that kind of thing, kind of puts you on top of each other a little bit easier. So I don't know for sure if they're doing that, but I'm almost positive they're using the small cage for the fight nights.
Yeah. Okay. So, and also, obviously, you're going to be fighting Kyle Daukus. Do you know anything about Kyle Daukus before you signed to fight him? Like, did you know who he was, or did you hear about him? And what did you hear? If
Yeah, of
so?
course. I think any fighter who says that they don't know the majority of the fighters in their division, is a lie. They may not know them personally or, in depth, but man, you should, have an eye on everybody in the division. So, yeah, I know who he is. I don't know him personally and nothing like that. Of course, I've seen his fights. He's a submission guy, He's get in there, step on your toes, box, and for sure going to be looking for the takedown. And he's a Darce guy or
Mm-hmm.
front chokes, Darce, guillotines, anacondas, things like that. So definitely have to watch out for all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear how you feel like your style matches up against his. Like, how do you feel like? Does this like a good stylistic matchup for you?
Yeah, I don't really use jujitsu too much because I'm about them hands. I like I like the boxing. So, but I do got good jujitsu, good takedown defense. So, I think he's got his work cut out for him as well. That's that is his game plan to take it to the ground and try to choke me out. So
You
I feel
planning to stand and
good,
bang?
confident, prepared. What's that?
I said you planning to stand and bang with them?
Me?
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I do.
of course. That's what I'm excited for.
So. Yeah. But man, don't get it twisted, man. Your boy got jits and wrestling too, so I can take it anywhere I want it.
Yeah, of course, and that's why everyone loves the fights. You deliver so many great fights. And also, I was gonna say, I was reading a little bit about you before you came on the show. I was reading about that you were actually like into football. Like, is this true or is this just like fake out there?
Yeah, I'm into football.
That like you used to play.
Yeah. And I played college football.
Yeah, how do you feel like that affected your MMA career? Like, did it help you or did it make not too much of a difference? Like, what did you take from football to MMA?
I think athletically it was a good thing because you spend your whole life, developing speed, quickness, power, agility, things like that. So it hasn't been too often that I've been in there with an athlete of my caliber, But at the same time, while I was playing football and lifting weights, some of these guys were, drilling, boxing, kickboxing, doing jujitsu, wrestling, really developing a skill set that, will help you with the sport, And so I think that some fighters, they just have more reps than me, But, I have to be able to like neutralize that with like athleticism, and you know what I mean. And I train hard too, so I've been getting my reps as well.
Yeah, and as everyone knows, the fight's going to take place in Orlando. Just curious, after the fight, you plan anything in Florida? Plan to take the family to Disney, anything like that?
Hell no, I hate amusement parks.
Really?
They're on their own.
You
What
know,
would do? Yeah, dude. Who wants to sit for 3 hours in a line for a 10-minute ride? Hell
yeah.
no. We can go do something else. We've done all that stuff. Don't get it twisted. Like I've checked the box for my kids. Been to Universal, Busch Gardens, Disneyland, or whatever is in Florida. All those Florida amusement parks, we've been to them all. We don't really necessarily need to go again anytime soon.
You like to go on the rides, or not much of a ride guy?
Nah, I like the rides, but I don't want to sit in line for 2 hours to ride a minute and a half ride, if it's even that long. So for me, especially on the weekend, like
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I'm
I
the
don't
type
know.
to go in like the middle of the summer on like a Monday, when everybody's parents are at work, first thing, be the first people in the park, knock it out, ride the rides, and then when it gets crowded and hot, we can bounce. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if you've ever been to Six Flags in New Jersey, but for one of the rides, it's like 20 seconds long, and you gotta wait like hours for to get on there. So I totally understand that.
I'll let y'all tell it. I'll live vicariously through y'all for that particular ride.
You'll stick to the YouTube videos of the rides.
Yeah. But we go out and do stuff. I go out and do stuff with the boys. It's not amusement parks, but they got school on Monday, so they're not even coming. So
oh, right.
to answer your question, after the fight, it's time to turn up, be an adult, party a little bit, and then go be a parent again on Sunday.
I can't. That sounds fun. The main event I know is Wonderboy versus Kevin Holland. I was just curious. Do you have any thoughts on this? Do you follow along with the UFC? Do you watch it? I don't know how much you follow the sport, but I don't know if you have any thoughts on the main event.
Yeah, I think it's a good main event. I think it's going to come down to who's more durable. I think the boy's a little bit older. I think maybe like 38, 39 range. Kevin Holland's like 30. So I don't think either one of them are going to wrestle. But Wonderboy's pretty elusive. He's good at sticking and moving, and when the time is there, he capitalizes on the finishing shot. So yeah, it's tough. But Kevin Holland's tall. He's long. He's durable, and yeah, that one's up in the air. I don't know about that one.
You couldn't make a prediction, I agree this fight is super close, but you can't make any prediction, or
I ain't got a clue, man.
Yeah, I don't.
I ain't got a clue.
But speaking of predictions, my final question to you is your prediction. How does this fight end? Give me how you think this fight goes from the start of the bell to how the fight ends.
I don't know. It just depends which Eryk Anders shows up, I guess. I think, even if it's not my best day, I'm still capable of going out there and getting a win. But do I edge out this? Do I get a knockout or a finish? Those are two different people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm feeling good, feeling sharp, feeling good about everything. But things tend to change on fight night. So I don't know, dude. Like I said, you can grapple too. So don't be surprised if I grab his neck at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, good luck. Once again, thank you for coming on, and for everyone watching, actually, I just want to give a shout out to you because, I literally emailed you like 90 minutes ago or so, and you were just totally down. I was supposed to interview someone else, and they canceled, and I was like, hey, would you be willing to do this? And you were easy in the process, so I thank you so much for giving me the time.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. If I got time, I'm more than happy to give it to somebody else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Once again, good luck this Saturday, and I'll be rooting for you from here.
I appreciate it, brother.
All right. Take care.